makes these things. Have you guys tried these before? They're like the green smoothies or the fruit smoothies. Now, they are healthier than soda. It is healthier than other choices you can make. They're not as healthy as you might think, though. First of all, they're bottled in plastic. Second of all, they're pasteurized, so even though they have lots of fruits and vegetables in there, so this one's got bananas, lemons, blackberries, blueberries, it's been pasteurized, so that kills all the antioxidants once it's been heated up like that. And it's been sitting on the shelf for a long time, which also destroys the nutrients. It's bottled in plastic. And so, although these are a better alternative than a lot of other things, it's simple to make it yourself, and it's going to be a lot healthier for you if you're just making these yourself. They have the green kind and the berry kind and carrot juice and stuff like that. So just making it yourself, not that much harder. And if you make it yourself, you have to drink it within 24 hours. But if you get like an insulated thermos and you put it in there cold, it'll last all day, and you can have your smoothie during the day. I will show you how to do this. Now we're gonna make 2 smoothies in one. I'll show you. Some people don't like green smoothies, but I highly recommend trying to acquire a taste for green smoothies. Getting at least a pound of green leafy vegetables into your diet every day is one of the best things you can do for your health and for weight loss and for antioxidant properties and for disease prevention. And most people say, well, how the heck am I supposed to get a pound of leafy greens into my diet every day? That's impossible. If you do green smoothies, you can get at least a half a pound of greens into one smoothie, and that's like half of it just in a smoothie. And sometimes it takes a little time to acquire a taste for it. So what I recommend is starting out with the smoothie recipe, which is just fruit, and it's delicious and everybody will like it. And this is for kids too. And then add in a little bit of greens. And then once you've acquired a taste for that, add in a little more and a little more, and soon your body will be begging for more greens. And when you make smoothies, your body will be asking for it, because what it does is it satisfies all those all the nutrition deficiencies that you've been having for so many years. And once you start getting the greens in and acquiring a taste for it, you'll find that your body will just keep asking for more, and you'll be able to have mostly greens and a little fruit instead of mostly fruit and a little greens, which when you're starting out with kids especially, like with my daughter, I've got to put mostly fruit in there and a little greens and then work our way up. It works really well for kids that way too. So all I have here is a tropical fruit blend. So there's papayas, mangoes, pineapples, strawberries, a grape or two, I think. So you can use whatever you want as far as any kind of frozen or fresh fruit that you want. It just depends on what your taste is. And then I use 100% fruit juice, same thing, organic, bottled in glass if I can. And this makes the most amazing smoothie you can imagine. So delicious. So this will be the equivalent of the fruity one. You can make it with berries, you can make it with fruit, you can even make it with like fresh pineapple, fresh apples. You can put any kind. If you can use fresh fruit, it's better than using frozen fruit. Once you freeze fruit, about 50% of the antioxidants are destroyed with freezing. So using fresh fruit is a lot better. Do what you can with what you have though. All right, I'm gonna just blend this up. Now when I go to Jamba Juice, I love their Peach Perfection smoothie. Have you guys tried that? It's my fave. This tastes better. It really does. You're gonna love it. So I want you to, I'm gonna pour out half of this. Can you get me a little container? And then in the other half, I'm gonna put the greens in there so you can taste both of them. So I also make this, another combination that I love is blueberries and pears. So I get fresh pears, frozen blueberries, and that is very high. Like blueberries are one of the highest antioxidant berries you can have, and pears are really great for your digestion. So the blueberry pear combo is really good. Also, I love doing like a tropical one. So I put fresh pineapple, a little bit of coconut milk, and some ice in there, and that makes a really good tropical one. And all these recipes are in the book that's coming out. And then for all of those, make the fruity one. Thank you. And then if you can add greens, just add a little bit of greens at a time. Now you can add any kind of green you want. You can add romaine lettuce, which is a more neutral flavor. You can add spinach, you can add kale, you can add collards. Now kale and collards are going to be more bitter and not as pleasant of a taste. So I would recommend starting out with like romaine lettuce or spinach, because those are going to be a more neutral flavor, and then use whatever kind of greens it works for you. So I'm going to give them the little bit of that kind and then add some greens. So for the greens, I just added, I'm going to add spinach because nobody had romaine when I was looking. I try to stay away from kale because for me, smoothies have to be delicious. If they're not delicious, I'm not going to drink them. So I use spinach or lettuce instead of collards or kale. I'm going to show you another recipe later where I do use kale, and the other ingredients I put in there kind of make up for the kale taste. Something else you can put in there is some spirulina, and what that is it's an algae. You can get it, I get it in capsules, I take it as a supplement, or you can get it just in a powder and put a teaspoon or something in there. Spirulina has a very high protein content. It's one of the highest vegetable forms of protein that you can get, and it's very usable by your body. So in a lot of my green drinks, I'll put some spirulina or some chlorella, which is another green powder that you can put in there. So you got to play around with it, and if you want a protein boost, I would recommend putting some spirulina in there. Spinach is 40% protein, so just putting spinach in there is like giving you a lot of protein as well. So I'll let you try this. Let me give it a little taste first before I pass it out to you guys. It's good. I think you guys are going to be surprised that something that green can taste that delicious. Okay. And then as much greens as you can put in there, the better. This is great for breakfast or snacks or summer treats. We use it for everything. My daughter begs for them in the summer, so in the summer that's pretty much all she eats is just smoothies galore. Now in the cookbook, I've taken all my favorite smoothies from Jamba Juice and all my favorite smoothies from the bottled ones, and I've made my own version. So pretty much any blended drink or smoothie drink that you love, there's going to be a recipe in there.